Hi everyone from all over the world. I am Elena Pasoli, director of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. It's springtime, full springtime here in Bologna. Still a bit dark because it is very early in the morning. It's my pleasure to bring you to discover before any other people the 61st edition of the Bologna Children's Book Fair. It is a very special year. We've never had as many exhibitors as this year. We have 1,500 exhibitors from around 100 countries. A huge program of events, close to 400. 15 exhibitions of books and illustration, and many others new initiatives that are also the result of very important new partnerships. But we will discover them step by step. Slovenia is the guest of honor country this year, and we will have the pleasure to meet the person responsible for the program. Let's go. As usual, you see, going towards the fair, we already enjoy big signs of our exhibitors, our initiatives, and let me say that the expectation can easily grow while walking to the fair. So, welcome, here we are. Welcome to the Bologna Children's Book Fair. The Bologna Children's Book Fair is made of 3 events, the Bologna Children's Book Fair, the Bologna Book Plus, and Bologna Licensing Trade Fair Kids. It's 3 events altogether that put Bologna at the center of the copyright and licensing business. Let's see, as usual, we will get started from the illustration, and so the illustrators exhibition, and above all, the exhibition of Slovenia, that's the guest of honor country. Here you see we have a big arena because we will have our opening ceremony that will be very meaningful this year, because together with the representatives of Slovenia and the representative of Bologna and the Emilia-Romagna region and the Ministry of Culture, we will also have a live connection to the Quirinale Palace for welcoming regards from our President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella. Hello, Katia. Hello. Very nice to meet you.
It's nice to be here.
So,
a very early morning.
Yes, indeed. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you Katia Stergar. She is the director of the Slovenian Book Agency, and she has been also responsible for the Slovenia Guest of Honor country in Frankfurt. So it's been quite a challenge to be Guest of Honor in 2 fairs in 6 months.
It is not an easy task, but it is a rewarding task, because then you can make these kind of things happen, and to have an exhibition of amazing Slovenian illustrators here to show Slovenian books and present Slovenian authors. For me, it's just a big joy.
Can you show us?
Yes, please come in. I call this a cathedral of Slovenian illustration.
It's amazing.
Because
it's amazing.
This cellar, this ceiling was inspired by cathedrals and by big old Baroque libraries.
The ceiling is amazing.
And so the best to see it, now nobody is still here, is to lay down here and just enjoy it. It's very soft, and it gives you a completely different perspective. But besides the ceiling, you also have originals in different objects here and reproductions on the wall. but this is just 12 authors that we have here. The rest of them are on the other side. We can exit on two different sides, and we take a look.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So we have on this side and on the other side more authors. So there are 44 authors here presented and extra 15 still in catalog. So I would say that there is quite a big selection.
A complete...
all of them are here on this wall, where we can just open each of these and you can read more about Slovenian illustrators that are presented here.
How beautiful.
And,
the setup is amazing. The setup is amazing.
I like it a lot. It's very, from the outside, it doesn't show much, but when you enter, you come to the world of imagination.
Thank you, Katia. We will stop by also to the collective stand afterwards, so it will be my pleasure if you're there. You can show us also the publishing houses, because you are here in forces.
Of course, authors are here, illustrators are here, and Slovenian publishers, also illustrators. We will have 3 buses of authors coming here, so
amazing.
It will be full of Slovenian people in Bologna.
And you know what's amazing is that Slovenia did a lot also in the city center. So theater, cinema, the city is packed with the Slovenian program, and that is very, very good for the general public and for families and the teachers. So it's
yeah, we try to represent everything that we have, but in drops, because otherwise, you know, you wouldn't do anything else but visit Slovenian events.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I will see you later.
Yes,
okay. Thank you. Bye. Bye. And here is the illustrators exhibition. This year we have some 3,500 participants from around about 70 countries. The jury had the big task of selecting first more than 300 finalists that are actually shown in the digital walls, and then the winners that are here exhibited. And it's amazing. It's a trip across the world, and the illustrations, they had a big task because the illustrations were so amazing this year. This year the quality was really very, very high, and it was a big challenge to select the winners. We have, as usual, also the other exhibitions that are connected to the illustrators exhibition. We have the exhibition of Paloma Valdivia. This amazing illustrator won the Bratislava award, and so as according to the tradition, she accepted to illustrate the cover of the illustrators, the Bologna Illustrators Annual of this year. And this is her solo exhibition. Paloma is, of course, in Bologna, and she will give a couple of panels during this week. And then here we go to the solo exhibition of Andrea Antinori. Andrea Antinori, Italian young illustrator, already published in so many countries. He won last year the BCBF International Award for Illustration. And this is the result, the book. You know that this award goes to a young under 35 illustrator. Then the illustrator is given the chance of doing with SM Publishing House a new picture book, and the picture book is on the stage for the Bologna Book Fair the year after, and the illustrator is also given the opportunity to do a solo exhibition with the illustrations of the book. And here is his world, you see. And this year we also have another exhibition. We have been partnering for so long with Ars in Fabula, the School of Illustration, and we created together a special award that this jury for this award selects a young illustrators who's offered to take part in their master in Macerata. And the founder and the soul of Ars in Fabula was Mauro Evangelista, who passed away a few months ago. Mauro Evangelista was a great illustrator himself, and this is a solo exhibition that we organize with Ars in Fabula as a tribute to him. And you know, this year, very few days ago, we had another very sad thing, and Katsumi Komagata passed away. We will have a tribute to him this morning as first event at the Bologna Children's Book Fair. And this is one, now it's empty, but it is one of the most famous features of Bologna, the wall. So you will see when the fair starts, it will be full of illustration and posters and stickers, all in few minutes. And we also have the digital wall. We did it when we had to go online with 2 editions during the pandemic. So we created a digital wall, but then it turned out that it was very interesting also for those illustrators who can't come to Bologna. In this way, they are present at the fair. And also the finalists of the illustrators exhibition are presented on this wall that will be switched off as soon as the fair gets started. So this is a brand new feature. This is big news, the BCBF merchandising. And there's, we created this merchandising thanks to the idea of Cristina Angelucci, that is the soul and the heart of the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair. And she made us this proposal that we welcome very happily. And so this is the result. Cristina, tell us about this new line of products.
Yeah, it's something very exciting for me and for us. I'm working with Bologna since over 23 years.
Yes.
And so I was just thinking about myself that the Bologna community was missing the opportunity to have something to feel and get the Bologna experience with them and bring at home. So what we have thought is a line of somehow artisanal and made in Italy products, having the touch and mood of Bologna, combining 2 main product lines, I think we can say. So the main corporate brand, that is Bologna Children's Book Fair, combined with mugs and notebooks, bottles and shoppers, and we do have pencils that I love so much, and we do have also magnets, pins, but also together with the visual identity of this edition. And so we have done a similar product line, allowing people to have both the experience of Bologna Book Fair, but also bringing together with them something that will be done only for this edition, that is the product line with the visual identity of this year.
And for me, it's amazing to see the visual identity on these books and shoppers. But I would also like to bring your attention to this, because this is my beloved one, because it bears the cover of the first catalog of the Bologna Children's Book Fair in 1964. So this is the mug of my heart, although I wasn't there at that time, but what can I say? The first edition is the first edition, and so this is my shopper. But we will meet you again at the licensing, the trade fair, in a few minutes. Thank you, Cristina. Ciao. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. We talked about the visual identity right now with Cristina. So the visual identity this year is focused onto the sea. The sea is in a way the protagonist this year at BCBF, because the sea is also the special category of the Bologna Ragazzi Award. We made this decision for many different reasons. One was that we wanted to connect to the EB Congress that will be held in Trieste, a beautiful city on the Adriatic Sea. And we are partners because we are founder of the Italian section of EB. And so the first thought was that let's connect to Trieste, city on the sea. And then we also were very much attracted by the fact that the sea has many different contents, many different topics can be in the focus. The sea as a natural habitat, of course, with its inhabitants and its plants, but the sea as well as as a place where the humans maybe sometimes do things that affect strongly that natural environment. Let me say pollution, plastic, it's unfortunate, it's one of the issues of our age. But then also the political aspect of the sea as a border. So the sea where we see big migration happening every single day. So it was a very intense topic. And Ines Viegas Oliveira, amazing Portuguese artist, was selected by Kia Lab Design. That's the graphic design agency that has been working with us for ages, let me say. And my team and we were attracted by her illustrations, and so we asked her to think of a visual identity focused on the sea. And this exhibition showed the process, the creative process, and all the different steps the steps of the work that Kia Lab Design and Ines did together that brought to the amazing visual identity that you see all around. And big news, we have already chosen the artist for next year visual identity. May I introduce to you, it's my pleasure to introduce to you, although virtually and in pictures, Diego de Almeida is a Brazilian artist, and he immediately accepted to get on board, and it will be fun to get started working with him right the day after the fair closes this year. So here we are in Hall 26, one of the hearts of this fair, and I'm here because I want to show you a special feature. Our traditional bookshop that is created in partnership with the international bookshop Libreria Giannino Stoppani has this year a brand new location in a magnificent place. It's the gallery where we used to host the Right Center, and there's also a big space for presentations, book signing, panels, but let's go together and see what Silvana and her team prepared for us. Here we are. So this is the paradise of the books. We have the bookseller lounge that is managed by ALIR, the Association of Italian Independent Bookstores, and the huge bookshop, and an amazing view from here. You can see the stand, the busy life of the fair. Actually, it will be busy in an hour. At the moment, it's empty, but you can see how amazing the view from here it is. And the bookshop, we're very proud to have this bookshop, international bookshop. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you Silvana Sola. Hi Silvana, ciao. How are you? Ciao.
Very well.
So Silvana Sola is the founder of the international bookshop Libreria Giannino Stoppani, that anybody who comes to Bologna have to visit, and it's very popular among the members of the amazing children's publishing community. But she is also professor in illustration, scholar, and writer of many different essays. So she's a real expert. So Silvana, can you tell us about this? What are you presenting here?
Allora, presentiamo libri che partono dalle selezioni del Bologna Ragazzi Award, che si muovono tra fiction, non fiction, nuovi temi, e attorno a questo e ai temi generali della fiera abbiamo fatto una ricerca di libri che possono in qualche modo condurre i visitatori verso nuove scoperte.
Well, let me translate.
Yes.
So the core of the bookstore is represented by the books awarded and specially mentioned of the Bologna Ragazzi Award. And then starting from them, all the different topics that are the focus of the fair this year. Books that are related to exhibitions that are held at the fair and in the city center. And tell us more.
Allora, abbiamo diviso i libri partendo appunto dalla selezione del Bologna Ragazzi Award, facendo in qualche modo isole diverse. Per cui l'isola dedicata al mare, piuttosto che quella dedicata ai toddler, quella dedicata ai temi della sostenibilità, e poi invece una selezione di qualità che si muove appunto tra geografie lontane e invece prodotti autoctoni, per fare vedere quanto è forte l'editoria per ragazzi internazionale.
So it's the bookshop is organized by islands, again the sea. One island is dedicated to the sea, of course. Another island to sustainability, that is one of the main topics of this year's fair. Of course, the books of the shortlisted publishers for the Bologna Prize, that the winners will be announced tonight. And then, besides this, altogether this, very curated selection of very good books from around the world, just to show how big and huge and wonderful is the international production. Because, of course, all these books, all the books are also presented by the publishing houses. But you know that it's not possible to buy books because the fair is meant to be for the copyright exchange. So this is a special place where the people, the professional public, can also buy the book. And I can tell you that the selection is always really amazing.
Un aspetto interessante è quello che, partendo appunto da questa selezione, abbiamo identificato 23 autori illustratori che saranno i protagonisti di firmacopie speciali.
So there's a selection of 23 authors and illustrators that will do the book signing here at the bookshop. And then you also have a special space for panels, presentations with a packed program.
Un programma molto ricco che prevede quasi 30 appuntamenti che di nuovo partendo dai temi importanti che l'editoria per ragazzi e la fiera mette in campo diventano dei focus speciali, per cui non tanto le presentazioni dei libri quanto dei dialoghi sui temi.
Silvana curated a program for the Book Lovers Cafe. That's not simply a program, it's packed because it's more about 10 events per day, but it's not merely presentation of books, but she created, she put together panels on different topics, including in the panel the authors and the illustrators that has talked and illustrated these topics in their books. So Silvana, thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful fair. You have the best ever view of the fair from here. And so, good luck, have a good fair with also the bookseller lounge to manage, you know, because Silvana is also very active in the association. And see you later.
Thank you very
Ciao.
much. Ciao.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And this place, it will be one of the hearts of the fair also because there's a brand new top lounge and rest where people can have some nice snacks, coffees, and above all, relax. Hey, here we are again with you, Katia. So this is the Slovenia collective stand. Slovenia is the guest of honor country this year. And again, it's my pleasure again to talk with Katia Stergar, who's the director of the Slovenian Book Agency.
Hello and welcome again with us on the fair where you can see books. At first we were looking at illustration and now we have books where all these illustrations are at home.
Yes.
Because there is no good children book without an illustration. You can have amazing silent books, so without text,
Absolutely.
but without illustration nothing is happening. And
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It doesn't
So
work.
I'm very happy that a lot of Slovenian publishers are here and that they will be presenting, and I hope that they will be able to sell as many rights as possible because we also have a business fair, right?
Yeah, yes, that's it. But usually I can tell you from my experience, but you probably know from your experience in Frankfurt, that being the guest of honor country is a big push for translations and copyright exchange. So I'm pretty confident that you will make it. Let's have a look to the books.
Yes. Now here are books from, I would just show you maybe one, because it's a very special way of books that you, it's a special system how you deal with it. I will just show you. Because when you move this...
It moves.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know, so it's a system that I have not seen before.
Beautiful. Yes,
And,
yes. Amazing.
You know, something like that. I'm quite proud of our authors that they have come to this idea.
Yes.
But you also have a very strong comics corner
Yeah.
here at the fair, so I'm very happy that we also have quite a lot of comics this year, and here and also in the comics
In the
corner.
comics corner that we
Yes.
will visit very soon. Okay.
And here we have some translations, some original books, and I don't know, I'm very proud that we also have quite a lot of novels and short stories for children, because that makes quite a big difference, and that our illustrators are very, very different. For instance, this is a book from Peter Svetina. He was nominated twice for Anderson Award.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes, indeed.
And one of the best Slovenian illustrators is Peter Škerl. I say that this is the best Peter and Peter tandem.
Amazing. Oh, that's good. Thank you so much, Katja.
you for
Have a
coming
nice
by,
fair.
and
It will
yes.
be very good, I'm
Thank
sure.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. So very close to the Slovenian stand, we have the Publish Her stand, the Women in Publishing network created by Bodur Al-Qasimi. And we will have panels here and networking activities all day long, and a brand new award, 3 different categories, the Publisher Excellence Awards that will be announced tonight at the big party where all the awardings will be done and presented. And then, going ahead, we meet the Spotlight on Africa. This is the 3rd year we do this initiative. It's one of the main and the most interesting initiatives that we do, thanks to the support of the Italian Trade Agency. Actually, this support brings us across the world with our grand tours, and then this allows us to have quite a big invitation program. We have more than 150 guests supported by the Italian Trade Agency. And this space, we're very proud of it, because in 3 years we have done a big work of scouting, and we have big plans that will be presented today in the afternoon for the future with Africa. And then, going ahead, we will meet the EB World. I told you that the World Congress of EB will be organized by EB Italy this year, and it will be held in Trieste from the 30th August to September the 1st. And this is the stand of the Congress, and this is the stand of EB International. Today, stay tuned, because today there will be the announcement of the Hans Christian Andersen Award winners. And here is Bologna Book Plus, and it is my big pleasure to introduce to you Jax Thomas, guest director of Bologna Book Plus. Jax, tell us a bit about the area and the news.
Well, here we are in Hall 29, and this is the area for general publishing. So we've stepped away from children's here, and this is all about general publishing in the adult book market. So as we come in, you can see Taiwan Story Island. We have a special focus on translated books from Taiwan this year, which is absolutely fantastic, and we're really proud to present Taiwan. When we get to the theatre, I will explain to you a little more about the translation forum. But as we go through, here we have a much enlarged this year pavilion for Italian publishing, because we partner with the Italian Publishers Association, IA. And this year, for the first year, I think you can see it from here, we have a small theatre where we will be showcasing some fantastic stories and debates and discussions around Italian publishing. And of course, Italy is the guest of honour this year in Frankfurt. So excitement is running high about the Italian booking.
Yes, yes, I know. We are also prepared.
At the moment, it is a little bit empty, but this is called Audio HQ. And audio publishing is enormously important. It is one of the biggest growth areas in general publishing and indeed in children's books.
Yeah,
But
also in children's books.
Yeah. In publishing in general, it's hugely, hugely important. So we have audio publishers there. And then this is still the IA Pavilion, which as you can see is extensive. And then this is new for this year. We're very proud to be partnering with Forward magazine, who bring independent publishers from the United States of America. So this is an area for to showcase indie publishing from America. This is one of the biggest AI companies.
AI is a
Yes,
big focus
huge.
this year.
Yeah, big focus across the fair,
Yeah.
across the industry.
Yes,
really.
I think we have more than 10, 15 events.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Shimmer are market leaders in this particular area. So then we come across to more traditional publishing, which is the new title showcase, where authors who cannot be present at an international book fair get the opportunity to showcase their books, and also any publisher can come past and find out which rights are available. So this is a really important feature, and it's present in the big three fairs: Bologna, Frankfurt, and London. So we're really, really pleased to have this here as well. New title showcase run by the combined book exhibit. Now this is exciting. Our author ambassador this year, Neil Packer. If you've been to Hall 26, you may have seen Camillo Zampa's stand, which is completely designed around
This amazing book.
Yes.
This amazing book.
It is incredible. They have done the most amazing point of sale, the most amazing merchandising. And Neil is, by profession, if you like, he is an illustrator of the most precise and detailed style. But this book he has written, so he's done words and illustrations this year. Published initially by an Italian publisher, printed, it says at the back of the book, printed on the water, because it's
Yes,
printed
yes,
at this
in Venice,
in Venice,
in
this
yeah.
wonderful artisan printer, and bound in the region as well.
It's an
so
amazing book.
altogether, a fantastic, best-in-class, independent publisher from Italy.
From Italy,
So
yeah.
that's really good. We come now to the Bologna Book Plus Theatre, which is a real highlight as part of the Bologna Book Plus offering. And there's Orna, who heads up all the content over there, waiting for her first guest. And so over the next couple of days, we have the how to be a literary agent training course. We have the translation forum focusing on Taiwan, as I said, and also a really good freedom to publish, among other things, because it's packed, freedom to publish seminar. We are always delighted to have the European Prize for Literature showcased here. Here are international publishers.
That's an area, again, supported by the Italian Trade Agency.
For which we are extremely grateful. And then we come to our In the Limelight. And I'm delighted to say that India is in the limelight this year. And we've worked with National Book Trust India. And they've brought an exhibit of books. They've brought publishers. We have 30 publishers from India across the fair. And we will be presenting this as a stand opening with the embassy at midday today.
India the New Delhi Book Fair was one of our stops this year for the Grand Tour. That's the big tour that Bologna and Bologna Book Plus and Bologna Licensing Trade Fair do across the world, thanks again to the Italian Trade Agency. And it was amazing for us to participate.
Yeah.
And as very often happens to Bologna, getting abroad, you always get to new partnerships and new
Yeah.
collaborations, and
This is one.
This is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really important one. India is a fascinating market. So many languages and so much commitment to books. So fantastic. And then if we go back down here, we have an important exhibition.
This is the poster of Frankfurt, guest of honor country at the Frankfurt Book Fair next October. This amazing, beautiful poster illustrated by Lorenzo Mattotti. Lorenzo Mattotti will be here, of course, and there will be also panels about the success of Italian writers and illustrators across the world.
It's a very beautiful illustration. It's the first time I've seen
Yeah.
it, actually. So we're proud to have that within Bologna Book Plus,
Yes.
actually.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Yeah.
So, and then the last thing is the books from Ukraine.
Yes, talking pictures.
Yes. So if we come back this way.
So Neil Packer was in the jury. So
Our author ambassador, Neil Packer, was part of the jury with Stephen Garnaccia, the American illustration expert, and
an illustrator himself.
An illustrator himself, and a friend of BCBF.
Yes,
over the
very
years.
close friends, I have to say.
Talking Pictures was first conceived by the Hamlin Association and Stephen Garnaccia for BCBF
Yes.
when you were in New York.
Yes, exactly. And that project, we decided to bring to a new life that project, and the best stage is Bologna Book Plus, because of course we have a lot of exploration among the children's books, but what was missing was an exploration in the visual world of the visual book.
Yes.
For general publishing.
And rather than taking the world and books, we decided we really wanted a deep dive into the books from Ukraine. And so the jury met on Saturday. So we worked with the Book Arsenal Festival and organisation in Kyiv. They did a fantastic job on getting contributions from visual book publishers across Ukraine, and we have decided on a winner and 3 special mentions. So the winning books are these art catalogues, and they have all been published. They're based on magazine publishing in Ukraine. And the period of time that this covers is from just before the start of conflict in Ukraine up to the present time.
Good.
And so you will see that actually the style has changed as time goes on. And that one is a slightly darker one. These are the 3 special mentions, one of which is self-published. The jury had quite a tough job on choosing.
I can see.
Yeah,
I
because
can
the
see.
books are fantastic.
There's also a small catalog, bibliography of the exhibition, so all people interested can have all the references, the details.
Yes. And this exhibition will also be present in Kyiv, at Book Arsenal in Kyiv in May.
Good.
So we're very pleased to have Talking Pictures brought back to life.
Thank you so much, Jax. Thank you. Have a good fair. And we have big tasks today.
Yes.
We will be together for the opening ceremony and for the big award event
Indeed.
tonight.
Absolutely. We have one other award tonight, actually, which I just must mention. One of our exhibitors, Nielsen. Nielsen provide all the book data on sales figures. And they are the only people who do awards not based on juries, but based on sales figures.
Huh.
And for the first time ever, and this is where Bologna Book Plus hops over to BCBF,
Yeah.
for the first time ever, we have a Silver Bestseller Award in the children's category being presented here in Bologna at the most important children's book fair. So that's a fantastic thing.
Good.
So,
thank you so much. See you
Thank you.
later. Ciao. Bye-bye. Bye. Hi, Cristina. Hello again. Here we go. This is your place.
Somehow.
So, yes, this is the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair. We are in Mall 2 in the heart of the fair, Hall 29. Cristina, what's on this year?
Well, so this year, let's say that we are keeping on changing our shape, being the heart of the Bologna Book Fair. So we are welcoming more and more big brand owners who love to develop their IPs, not only into the licensing world, but also into the publishing. So I think Mattel is a great, wonderful example from this point of view, because they are such a huge, big brand that they own so many big franchises, and they are here with a big booth to do licensing, but not only, with a lot of publishing. So in this hall, as we were set last year, we have other exhibitors who have joined us to make both business. That's why we are really in the heart between two big halls, welcoming the rest of the world
in the past,
industry.
the Bologna Licensing Trade Fair used to be hosted in a different hall, but then it turned out that the connections between publishing and licensing were getting tighter and tighter. And so we decided to put this show in between Hall 29 and 30.
Yeah.
And actually we made a good decision, because the connections are really increasing and increasing
I love
and
these
increasing.
guys.
I love this. What is this?
They are from Colombia.
Amazing.
They are from Colombia, and I love them because they do kids fashion combined with puppets, combined with books. That's why they will do also the famous licensing portfolio review that I know you will talk about later.
Yes.
But they will be there as well, because they are scouting illustrators to do their productions.
But tell us, anyway, tell us about this portfolio reviews, because this is a new activity that is done at the Survival Corner, that is the core of the illustrators at the fair. But this area of activities is brand new. What is it?
Yeah, let's say that we have two big novelties this edition. One is the licensing portfolio review. So we have invited 16 companies from animation, gaming, toy, stationery, and, fashion, thank you, industries, to come sit down in the wonderful Survival Corner and meet each company, 12 illustrators from all over the world, pitching their art, and so these companies can make scouting of new talents, new design, and new ideas. And the names we have on board are simply amazing. So we do have Gaumont, we do have Movimenti, we do have Devolver Digital, they are the guys behind Fall Guys. We do have Awakening Games, we do have Funny Tales, and Pina for the stationery. We have 7 for the stationery. We do have Edu, MS Edizioni for the toys. So let's say that they have all welcomed so much this new initiative.
Good.
Also companies that were not so much involved into licensing.
And you know, I like things like that, because they really show the big connections that there are with our core activities, and it's amazing. But this is brand new too.
You know, this is our passion.
Yes, that's our passion. We started working on that more than 20 years ago together. And then we decided that producers and animation professionals were already among our partners and visitors, and so we switched to licensing. But then you see that now, from book to screen, from screen to book, is everyday topic, and so we decided to rebuild the TV Film Rights Center and bring it to a new life.
That is, let's say that for me is a kind of back to the origins, and we are very happy about this, because what we saw last year is that there were several events that were having nothing to do with publishing. They were making so big efforts to invite publishing guys to let them to meet with producers. We said, but we do this in Bologna since ever.
Yes.
So let's go back to the origins. And what we have done here, we have, let's say somehow 17, 18 production companies. I can quote among them Netflix, Lucky Red, Gaumont, Mediatoon, Movimenti. And all these guys will have a packed agenda of meetings together with a selection of publishers, literary agents, and Comics Corner people to make IP scouting. I have roughly counted over than 300 meetings that we have organized for them. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Great,
for them.
great,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And just to end this very small preview tour, we have a much bigger licensing lounge. And what I can say is that this licensing lounge, together with the TV film people, has somehow created the first ever ancillary rights center at the book fair.
yeah.
So it's something that I'm very
beautiful.
happy to have developed, and I think that this is the future.
Amazing. And then you have your theater, you
Yeah.
will have your award announcement today.
With the showcases.
Yes.
Yes, this afternoon we will announce them. It will be a surprise, 4:30 p.m. today, and always with our TV presenter. And this time our chairs are sponsored. As you know, here everything is a sponsor.
Ah, yes, this is pretty different from
Yeah,
the other
from the
world
book
around
fair.
us.
Here
Yes.
everything is colorful, everything has characters, and
Yeah.
so in this time with Pokemon we have built these wonderful paper chairs. And of course we have that wonderful totem by Hello Kitty.
Hello
because this
Kitty.
year
They
do
celebrate an anniversary, 50 anniversary.
50 years, yeah, that is.
Good.
So this is a very nice sitting area made as a big cake. And we will do a party with them on Tuesday.
Thank
And
you so
if
much.
have just 1 second.
Ah, that's the fashion.
Yeah.
That's the fashion initiative.
It's a very small hall, but it's part of things. And in this small corner, what we have done is to invite people, companies, and professionals. It's not about licensing, but it's about to get inspired on the materials to work on to create fashion products. So it starts from the research on the textile, and then making this research, the artist who has built everything, she is Filomena Guzzo, is a great artist. She has created these very nice boxes if you want to test them.
Yes,
and
I
so
want.
you can put your hand inside and touch and get the experience.
Wow,
Yeah, and we have done 6 boxes like this.
wonderful.
Yeah, all done with eco-friendly materials.
Very good, very interesting, and very up to date indeed.
It is.
Okay, my dear, thank
a
you
great
so
tour.
much. Have a great fair, and I will see you later.
Absolutely.
Ciao. So this is the exhibition dedicated to the Bologna Ragazzi Awards, to the Premio Strega, to the Bologna Ragazzi Cross Media Awards. We have showcases for the winning titles and projects, as well as for the special mentions. But what is amazing to me is that starting after the pandemic, we have decided to show more books every year. And so we created this so-called the amazing Bologna Ragazzi bookshelf. And these books are the books that were actually the finalists in the selection. They are 100 amazing books from all over the world, some from the different categories. You know, we have fiction, non-fiction, opera prima, that is debut, and then we have a special prize for the jury, that is the New Horizon, the comics categories, and then we have the toddler for the first time ever this year, and the special category that, as I told you before, is the sea. And so this is amazing also because all books bear a label with the hole and the stand where the publisher is located. And so this is a good help, I think, to address people across this huge fair. And this is not the only one. In a short time, we will see another amazing book exhibition. The Bologna Ragazzi Awards is an award that is almost close to its 60th edition, because the Bologna Book Fair started organizing it quite at the beginning of its activity, and we do it with the collaboration of Cooperativa Stoppani Accademia Drosselmeyer, who also curate the exhibition. And this is the Comics Corner. Maybe you remember 3 years ago when we started doing it. Actually, we had started during the pandemic in the online edition, but the first in-person Comics Corner was 3 years ago. It was much smaller, and now see how big it is. We have many countries represented. We have publishers and also collective shelves from different countries. Of course, also the Slovenia shelf is here. And this Comics Corner has also a big program of events, mostly curated by the Hamelin Association, and they have their own award, 3 categories by age of the readers that they are addressed to. And have a look. This is really one of the most increasing areas of the fair. And again, we have a part of the hosted publishers program is also dedicated to comics, again, thanks to the Italian Trade Agency. As Silvana at the bookshop said, it's a big, this part of the children's book industry has been increasing sharply across the world, and this is the result. And I can tell you that it was sold out quite quickly, and let's see how big it will become in the future. But have a look also to the awarded books, because they're amazing. And also, I'm Italian, please let me underline that one of the winning title is Italian this year, as well as the winning title of the C special category. And other special mentions were achieved by Italian publishers. And this makes, let me say, me proud a little bit. I'm on the stage built for the opening that will be held today early in the afternoon of Chinese Excellence in Children's Illustration. This brand new project is aimed to bring the best of the best of Chinese illustration for children and young adults. It's the result of a partnership with China South, a big Chinese publishing and media group, together with the C-Day agency. And let me say that this exhibition is really important for us, because it is also the result of a friendship, a collaboration that we have with China, thanks to the fact that we are the co-organizers of the China Shanghai International Children's Book Fair. And as you can see, we are presenting 3 winners of this competition and the finalists. It's a beautiful exhibition. The jury was made of international experts and Chinese experts. And also, I can tell you, because I participated in their online meetings, that it was really amazing to listen to their discussions, and also to see that each of them could explain their point of view, and actually we could see that when it comes to art, the perspectives are not so different, although the experts were coming from very different part of the world. And this is an exhibition that is connected to Italian excellence. That's one of the most successful features of the Bologna Children's Book Fair across the world. It's an exhibition, a collection of exhibitions. Now we have done the 4th edition dedicated to the best of Italian illustration. And we bring these exhibitions on tour thanks to the collaboration of the network of the Italian Cultural Institute of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and we have been in more than 50 cities with these exhibitions. So, thinking of that, Sarah Wong from CIDE Cultural Agency and I, and together with the China South, decided to try to do the same with Chinese illustration. And according to this first edition, I think that we made it. So the Right Center has a brand new setup, as you can see. It's been sold out so quickly this year. We have more than 200 participants, their agents, their scouts, and also publishers that have the stand but decided to have also a table at the Right Center. The Right Center is not focused only on children's books, but also for the general publishing. So it serves for the BCBF and for Bologna Book Plus. As you know, this is the beating heart of any fair, Right Center, and so for this reason, we decided to renew it completely and offer our scouts and agents a more comfortable place. And right in front of the Right Center, we have one of the other beating hearts of the fair. That is the Survival Illustrators Corner. This year, we are partnering with the Society of Illustrators in New York. We did our exhibition focused on Italo Calvino at their place in New York at the end of last year, and now we are welcoming their exhibition of the original art. The original art is a contest that is a result of it's an exhibition that is a result of a jury that judges the books, the picture books published in the US. And this exhibition is also the event when when the winners are announced and the exhibition is presented in New York, is one of the most glamorous events in the Big Apple. And again, I'm proud to say that also the winner of this contest exhibition is Italian this year. She is Felicita Sala. The illustration on the small bibliography catalog we prepared is from her, of course, by her, and she will be here making master classes and participating in some panels. But I see that there are our friends from MiMaster. They are the directors, they are directors of this big space we created. It's quite many years ago now. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Ivan Canu and Giacomo Benelli. So we started this activity together some 8 years ago, maybe, 8 years ago. And actually, in a very short time, it became the hottest place of the fair. But I give them the floor. So tell us what it is and what is new.
This is the place where the community of illustrators come together and where we provide them some inspirations and examples of creative path, and especially we provide them the chance to meet big professionals in order to boost their talents, their professional tools. And we are
In big numbers, let me say, because if you see the list of the big professionals that the young illustrators are going to meet, it's impressive.
We are going to have 55 slots of portfolio reviews, and each one it will be for 8 illustrators, so we are really talking about big numbers, and the lineup of guests giving talks is the same, long and very, very prestigious.
The applications to have a portfolio review, when they went online, when the form went online, how many minutes did it take to have it sold out?
3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh my gosh, we have to plan it bigger.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, it was about 600 places,
Yeah.
and it was incredible what happened. But let's say that it happened the same even abroad when we've been traveling.
Yeah, because you know, I told you about the Grand Tour we usually do. In many of the stops of the Grand Tour, we have also a smaller, of course, Illustrator Survival Corner, because during this activity at the Grand Tour, we don't want only to present the fair. We want to bring the flair and flavor of Bologna. And so we bring activities. We bring exhibitions, small, of course, of best books, exhibitions of best Italian illustrators, and also these activities with international guests.
And it's a chance also to reconnect with the community
With
of
the community of
illustrators.
illustrators all over the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I can tell you that this brings us very good results in terms of attendees in Bologna, in terms of relationships. I told you about India, and also in New York we went as a stop of the Grand Tour, and this collaboration with the Society of Illustrators, of course, makes us very proud.
And let me add that for the first time this year we have a new activity with
Yeah.
the licensing part of the book fair.
Yeah, yes.
So we host the portfolio reviews
Yeah.
also with a very big names of licensing production.
Yeah,
So,
Christina
yes.
told us about, because I was so curious, because she said, oh no, but we will be explained later on, and I say, no, please tell me what's going on. So,
And so we can't wait to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
but guys,
Few minutes.
in a few minutes, okay,
Thank you.
ciao,
Thank you so much.
bye
Have a nice
bye,
book fair.
bye bye, bye bye. Oh, let's go there. I was forgetting about this is the result of another very important collaboration and partnership we established this year. This is an exhibition, the exhibition Reading for a Healthy Planet, inspiring children's books to help achieve a sustainable future. As I told you, sustainability is a big focus this year. In partnership with the United Nations, we will have panels, and we have this exhibition of the best books on sustainability that were presented at the Bologna Ragazzi Award. Tonight, during our award party, we will announce more about future plans that we have. And together with the United Nations, we are also organizing for tomorrow afternoon a public reading of the Human Rights Declaration with the participation of 30 illustrators and authors from different countries, different languages. Each of them will read one right in their own language, and this will be dedicated to all the people, and above all the children that are suffering from wars in the world. Talking about languages, of course, we have our Translator Center and Translator Cafe with a program that's packed of guests, a special contest dedicated to translations from Slovenian to Italian, and the announcement of a big congress. I don't I don't want to anticipate the big announcement that will be done. And then guests from all over the world, good discussions about the crossover of books from two different countries. So keep an eye, because some of these events will be also recorded. And what else? I think that we're done, also because I see around me that exhibitors are arriving and coming, so now it's their time. I need to leave their work, and I wish you a good future and good ideas for new children's books, for new children's book reading. The community around here is amazing. I hope that you are going to come, but for those that are not going to come, I hope you enjoyed my tour, and see you soon. Bye.